Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk about how to write a blog that ranks on page 1 of Google step by step. Trust me, you do not want to miss any part of this video because what I'm going to share here is my 9 years of experience all in this 9 minutes of this video. My number one tip is research the keyword. It's very important you research your keyword before you start writing your blog. I would highly recommend to use Google's auto suggestion tool. That means all you have to do is just go to Google and type your keyword, and when you type your keyword there, leave it empty in the end. For example, you type something like best SEO and then Google will try to autofill it for you. All of these suggestions are actually the popular queries, and that is why Google is recommending you. So what you have to do is type your keywords, something like keto diet 4, and then Google will auto suggest, and that is what you can use as your blog topic. Google also gives you the suggestions, keyword suggestions at the end of the search results. So when you type your keyword in Google, just scroll down all the way to the end and you will see the suggestions of different keywords from Google, and all these keywords are also popular search queries, and that is why Google is recommending you. You can also use Google's keyword planner, Google Ads keyword planner. That is a free tool. All you have to do is log in into your Google Ads account and use Google's keyword ad planner. You can also use something like Semrush tool or any other software tool. Semrush is a pretty good tool, and all you have to do is type the keyword in their search bar and they will give you plenty of suggestions. I would highly recommend to go for long tail keyword. For example, ranking for keto diet for diabetes is much easier than ranking just for keto diet. And that is because there's a higher competition for generic and shorter keywords. So make sure you write your blog around a long tail keyword and the whole blog is on a specific query or a long tail keyword. I highly recommend to check the competition in search results for your topic or for your blog topic or query. And that is because you may not want to go for the highest competition, especially when your blog is new. So how to check the competition in search results? I highly recommend to download Moz tool. It's a Chrome extension, and it gives you the score of each website from 1 to 100. After downloading the Moz tool, what you got to do is type your keyword again in Google, see the 10 results that are appearing in the first page, and check out the domain authority of each of those websites. If the domain authority is pretty low, that means low authority websites are ranking for that particular keyword, and that means you can do that as well. Check the quality of all those 10 results. I would recommend click all those 10 results one by one and see what kind of quality article is there, what is the length of the article, and see if you can actually outrank them by writing a better article out of all of those 10 results. So let's say the average length of each blog is 1500 words. You gotta write something like 2000 words to outrank them. And make sure, of course, it's a high quality blog, not just stuffing more keywords and more text in it just to make it longer. So make sure it's a high quality long form content, better than all those 10 results that are appearing on first page. Make sure to check the intent of the user when they are searching for a query. So if you're planning to write a topic or blog on a particular topic, then make sure what kind of results are appearing. Is it the blogs, or is it the services, or is it the products? So people might be looking for products, not really the blogs, or vice versa. That means people might be looking for tips rather than some product or services. All you have to do is just type your keyword in Google and see what kind of results are appearing on first page, and that is how you know the intent of the user when they are searching for that query. Write a longer article. Research shows that longer articles actually rank better than the shorter articles. So make sure you write at least 1500 to 2000 words articles. And like I said previously, that you have to search other content as well. What kind of other blogs are ranking on the first page for that topic? And if they are ranking for, let's say, 1500 word articles are ranking, then you got to write a little bit more text. Don't just write for the sake of writing more text. Make sure you do your whole research. Only a well-researched article, long-form article, will actually rank on first page. Write catchy titles for your blog. That is because when your search results appear in the top 10, then people will click more on your results compared to the other 9 results that are appearing in top 10. And why you should do that? Because click-through rate is actually a ranking factor. So if you get more clicks, Google see that people are clicking more on your results, and that is how your website will actually rank in Google. Don't worry about the clickbait spam. Make sure you make your titles as catchy and clickbait. It's not gonna be spam as far as you're delivering what you are saying in your title. It's only spam when you do not deliver what you actually mention in your article. So don't worry about that. Make sure your titles are catchy and clickbaity. Now that you have started writing, everything research is done. Now you will start writing the article, and make sure you do the keyword research that you did in the beginning. Make sure to use your target keyword in different places of the blog, and that is what I'm going to share now, how to optimize a blog. So the first thing is you need to add the keyword, target keyword, in your URL. So the URL has to be short. Don't add the whole title in your URL. Shorter URLs are preferred by Google. So only add your target keyword in your URL. Next thing you have to do is make sure your target keywords are added in your blog. So make sure your target keyword is in the first paragraph. In fact, I would recommend within first couple of lines of your article, so Google can, when they're crawling, they can quickly come across the target keyword. And if your article is around, let's say 1500 to 2000 words, then make sure you add the keyword around, I would say 5 to 6 times in the article. Don't just stuff it in there. Make sure it appears naturally. And you can always use the keyword variations as well. All you have to do is type in Google keyword and then your synonyms. So Google will give you different synonyms, and those keyword variations you can add in your article. Make sure you answer the specific query as soon as possible. So if your article is based on a specific query or a question, then make sure you answer that question within first couple of paragraphs in the article. Don't just leave people guessing till the end, because people will leave your article if they do not find the answer as soon as possible. Don't forget to add multimedia in your article, because the more you add images, more you add videos, better it helps the user. It enhances the user experience. So if you add the infographics to explain your topic, if you add images, you can custom make images in canva.com. And if you find any interesting YouTube videos on your topic, then why not just take the URL and just embed it in WordPress. These days it's pretty easy to embed a URL, YouTube link in your WordPress blog. All you have to do is copy paste the blog, the YouTube video link in your blog. If you have those multimedia in your article, people will spend more time on your website. They will like reading it, and they will engage more with your article. And the more time spent on your blog is actually a ranking factor. So make sure you add the multimedia in your blog. Now don't forget to add the keyword even in the image, because Google cannot crawl or see the image. What they're gonna see is the title and alt tag of the image. So make sure you add your target keyword in the alt tag of the image and title of the image and video. The more you make your blog fun to read, the more you make it very nicely formatted and interesting read, the more people will spend time on your website or on your article. If somebody clicks on Google result and they go to your website and they quickly come back to Google actually notice that, and Google will never recommend more users to, or send more users to your blog, because Google knows that people are quickly coming back to Google, and that means it's not working. So you have to not just go for higher click-through rate, that means not just get higher clicks, but you should also make sure that your article delivers the quality, so the people stays on your website and do not jump off or go back to Google quickly within few seconds after seeing your article. And that's a very bad ranking signal, and it will hurt your ranking. Make sure you do the internal linking. That means link to other blogs on your website. Why? Because when you link to other blogs on your website, that means people will go from one blog to another, and people will spend more time on your website. This is also very good for conversions. If you're trying to sell any services or products, then people will spending more time on your website. There is a higher chance they will convert and buy your product or service. And of course, the more time spent, because from one page to another, more pages browsed on your website, That's a ranking signal as well, and your higher chances of ranking in Google. There is one mistake that I notice again and again in many of my clients, new clients, that they do not have a sidebar in the blog. I highly recommend to add a sidebar, because when people come to your blog and they're reading the blog and they like the content, then why not add a sidebar there and add your about us text, add your social links there in the sidebar. There's a lot of opportunity that a lot of things you can add in your sidebar. Things like, like I said, your social link, inquiry form. So if you are selling the services, you can always add an inquiry form from where people can convert, and you can all your products or other services that you can mention in the sidebar. Make sure your website is loading fast. If your website is faster, that's a ranking signal, and Google loves fast loading websites. So make sure you work with your developer to get your website fast loading, and make sure you do not add very heavy images in your blog or website, because heavy images make the website slower. Another important thing is your website should be mobile friendly, and that is a ranking factor as well. If your website is mobile responsive, that means you have a higher chances of ranking in Google. If your website is not mobile friendly, then people will quickly leave your website, and because there are a lot of other options on web, they will leave your website, and that's a very bad signal to Google, and that will hurt your ranking. So make sure your website load fast and it's mobile friendly. So guys, this brings me to the last point now, which is outreach. Make sure you reach out to other bloggers after completing your blog. So once your blog is nice and complete and ready, make sure you reach out to the other bloggers who have written the similar article, and see if they can actually link to your blog, because getting a backlink from another similar blog is a ranking factor, in fact a big one. So if somebody ranks links to your blog, Google see it as a vote. So get the links, try to send the emails to similar kind of topic bloggers who are writing on similar topics, and see if they can actually link to yours. So just send an email that, hey, I wrote a blog, a complete guide on this topic, and you have an awesome blog on the similar topic. Is it possible you can link from one particular section to this blog, and see if you can actually get a link. Getting a backlink from another blogger, I can't stress enough, it's very important. So if you can do that, that can further increase your chances to rank better in Google. Thanks guys for watching this video. So this is pretty much what I included from my 9 years of experience. I have ranked a lot of my own blogs and clients' blogs using the same strategy. If you really like the video, please hit the like button, and do not forget to subscribe to this channel for more of these videos, and I will see you in my next video.